Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I have got what I've been warming over the last few weeks, and this is the video where I go through everything I've warmed in my house over the last few weeks, where I warmed it, how it did in my house, so you might decide what you might want to try, what might work well in your house, and if things are not available currently, what you might want to vote for to come back in future Bring Back My Bar rounds. Before we get started, I do have a couple things to mention just as kind of like Scentsy housekeeping. So we are coming into the end of March, which means April is around the corner, and so there's a few things leaving at the end of March I thought I'd just draw your attention to as the month closes out. So we are saying goodbye to the St. Patrick's Day collection and the Cinderella collection at the end of this month. If you go to my website northernlightsglow.scentsy.ca and go to the collections last chance tab there, you can see everything that's leaving at the end of the month. So that is something that they've done now. So at the first of every month, you can now see everything that's leaving at the end of the month. So if you go to that last chance tab, that is where you can find all the things that are going away. So like I said, this month it is going to be the St. Patrick's Day items, which the only thing left from St. Patrick's Day that is not sold out is the Isle of Clover bar, which I haven't personally tried. The other thing is the Cinderella collection. So we have the Cinderella Buddy, the Cinderella Carriage Warmer, and the Cinderella Scent as well. So those are still available, but they are leaving on the 31st. So there is that. The other piece of news is that we do have the Mediterranean Spa Scentsy cleaning collection available now. So there is dish soap, which I know a lot of people really love. That's available. There is Counter Clean, which is our counter cleaning spray, and the bathroom cleaner. So bathroom cleaner is also very good. Really does well with like soap scum and stuff like that. But either way, Mediterranean Spa is the scent. It's a scent we had in Bring Back My Bar in wax, I want to say a year or two ago. It is kind of a fresh, aquatic, clean scent with a slightly, like the notes on it don't really tell you much. They say it's like a fresh, breezy scent. It is, but I would say it's aquatic. It is slightly masculine, like ever so slightly. Maybe some bergamot in there. And then there's a slight woodsiness as well, like not a lot. It is mostly a fresh, aquatic scent, but it is grounded with some bergamot, like woodsy tones as well. So that is how I would describe Mediterranean Spa if I was trying to describe it. Fresh, aquatic, clean, slightly woodsy, and with a tiny masculine lean. It was very strong in wax, a good performer, so I would expect in clean it's going to be good too. All right, so that is available now while supplies last, and they are available individually as well. So if you don't want all three different products, you can get whichever ones you want. Okay, other than that, that's all the news I have until probably the end of the month when we head into April. I will probably be posting again sometime this week with Easter first sniffs. I do have the Easter collection on its way. I haven't seen anyone else's videos yet about that, so I will do very first sniffs and my thoughts on the Easter collection when they arrive. But let's just jump in here now to what I've been warming over the last few weeks. Now this is quite a few, this is like a good solid almost 4 weeks worth of melting, because we have stuff here from my birthday at the end of February still. So there's a lot of wax here to get through. So I will kind of go through room by room in my house, and I will let you know what's available currently and what isn't. A lot of the stuff in this video is not currently available because it's just stuff that I have in my personal stash. But if it's not available, I'll let you know, and then you can look for it in either future flash sales, clearance section, or in Bring Back My Bar voting, because a lot of times things do come back around eventually. Now I have melted mostly Scentsy this month, but I do have a stack of vendor wax here as well towards the end I'll put. And I also have a few non-wax products as well, like Scentsy cleaning stuff, some body care stuff, like that sort of thing. But we'll start with Scentsy wax. Now we will start with, let's see here, the closest to me here is the office. So my home office here, the first thing I melted was a scent that is not currently available. It's the Aristocats bar, absolutely perfect from last spring. This came out last spring. This was, I want to say like cherry blossom. It's kind of fresh and clean and lightly floral. Yeah, it's pretty enough. It does have like a green, like a definite green leafy note to it, or a stemmy note with a slight floral. I would say this is a spring floral. It's pretty. It's not terribly exciting to me. I'm not typically that big on floral scents. It was fine though. I will say this seems to have weakened over time though. So last year when I got this, it was about a medium. I would say it's on the lighter side now, and that is unusual because typically scents get a little bit stronger with time. This one seems to have weakened a little bit. So absolutely perfect. If you have bars of this in your stash, I would pull them out and melt them soon, because at least mine seems to be getting a little bit lighter. That one is pretty. It's not a purchase for me though. The next one we have here is Black Raspberry Sangria from the Black Raspberry Vanilla Scentspirations collection last spring. This one I clubbed. This is a fantastic, like fruity scent. Classic fruity Scentsy. Love this one. It's got berry. I detect almost like a pineapple. There's orange here. Like it's all kinds of fruit, maybe strawberry even. It's all kinds of fruit. It smells like a fruit cocktail. It's so good. So black raspberry sangria. This one I did in the office as well. 2 cubes. Strong, like 8 out of 10 strength. Fabulous strength. Love this one. Duration, I can't recall. I want to say a day or 2. It went okay, but that one is a very good one. If you like fruity scents, I think you would like black raspberry sangria. The next one we have here is currently available for a limited time. This is Hibiscus Sunset, and this is from the Happiness Blooms collection that is currently available. So this one is Hibiscus Sunset. Oh, this one is lovely. This one has almost certainly pineapple. I don't recall the notes, but I smell pineapple, like 100% pineapple. And then a slight hint of like a tart summer floral in hibiscus. Hibiscus is never going to be a powdery or heady or perfumey floral. Hibiscus tends to be tart and summery. And if you're not a floral fan, hibiscus is the way to look for in summer florals. Summer florals can be things like tiare, plumeria. Both of those tend to be migraine triggers for me, but hibiscus, not so much. It is just tart and kind of fresh. It's not heady like the other ones can be. So if you're scared of summer florals, hibiscus is usually a safe one, at least for me. But this one is beautiful. It is pineapple, very pineapple heavy. It's more, I would say this one is more fruity than floral. The floral is just slight here, and it's lovely. It's so summery. So if you're looking for a nice fruity floral, Hibiscus Sunset is a good one. I did 2 cubes in my office. It was about a medium strength, and it was about 24 hours. Average performer, but very pleasant scent, and I will probably pick up more of this for the summertime. Next up in my office, I finished up a very old bar of Berry Blessed. Now this had been a catalog bar for quite some time, and this was just my last bar of it. I had 3 cubes, I put them in the office. It was quite strong, I would say 7 out of 10, and it went for days. Like I would say 4 or 5 days. This one was always kind of a clean, like berry scent. I would have said cranberry probably. But there's also something clean here that kind of reminds me of like Avon Pink Bubble Bath. It's like Avon Pink Bubble Bath and cranberry. It's pretty. It's a nice berry scent, kind of on the clean side, without going into soapy or fresh territory. But it does almost lean like bubble bath berry. So that's Berry Blessed. That one I might repurchase if I saw it on clearance or something. It's pleasant. So there is Berry Blessed. That one we haven't seen around in quite a while. Then last thing in my office I finished was the last cube of my brick of Warm Winter Night from this last holiday season. This one, yes, the more I warmed this, the more unsure I was of it. I started out really liking this early in the season, and then as I warmed this more and finished up the brick, I kind of fell out of love with this one. So this one is not a repurchase for me. That said, it's a decent performer. The thing with this one is it's hard to pin down as far as, like, the performance is good, but it's hard to pin down what this smells like because you get brown sugar bakery, which is nice. You get some lightly spicy tones, which is nice, but then you get like pineapple and like some very fruity tones, which doesn't mesh, and like depending on when you walk into the room or what your nose is like at the time, it can smell very different. So it just kind of is an odd one, but not unpleasant. So that is Warm Winter Night. Again, decent performer, good longevity, good strength, but for me this would not be a repurchase, although I did enjoy most of it. So there is Warm Winter Night. It's just an unusual one and kind of hard to describe. Okay, now moving into my daughter's room, we did Angel 624, which she put in herself. It's like the goji berry and acai one. It's berry cotton candy basically, and I don't have the bar here because she actually put it away. She changed her wax herself and then put the bar away where it belongs, so she didn't put it in my basket here, which is fine. We did melt it. It's still going now. It's 3 days later. It's still going. That is a great performer, and it is in the catalog right now. That is Angel 624, the pink one. The next one we warmed in her room was Sugared Strawberry, 2 cubes. This had been in the catalog for years, and it's not back. It didn't come back this spring. But yes, Sugared Strawberry is a nice middle-of-the-road strawberry is what I always call it. Yeah, it's kind of fresh, kind of jammy. It's kind of just middle of the road. It's a nice strawberry scent. So that one is a kind of an average performer. I would say medium strength, average duration of like maybe 24 to 36 hours, somewhere in there. And that one is in my club for the time being. I do really like that one. The next one we have here was a former Bring Back My Bar, not currently available. This is Summer Sippin'. This one had, I want to say raspberry and lemonade, or raspberry and lemons. To me, this smells like raspberry lemonade. Yes, that is what this smells like. It's raspberry lemonade. Now, when I first got this, I found it to be quite light. In fact, I couldn't even smell this when I first got it. We did this in my daughter's room recently, 2 cubes in her room. It was much better this time. I was impressed with the performance. So this was, I wouldn't say strong, I would say 4 to 5 out of 10 strength, like just about medium. But it went for days. Like even 3-4 days later, I'd walk in and I could smell the raspberry lemonade. So the longevity of this for a fruity scent was very, very good now after it sat for a few months. So Summer Sippin' impressed me. I don't think I clubbed this one. I don't think did I? I can't remember. I don't think I did. I think I grabbed another bar of it because I know my daughter loved this one. So yeah, she really likes this one. So we are reserving it for her room. I don't know that this would handle an open layout, but for bedrooms, for a nice summer scent, it's really, really lovely. That is Summer Sippin'. The next one we finished up was Candy Crave. This is one that we often do in her room. I kicked this out of my club recently. I've had this in my club since I started Scentsy. Like I've had it in my club for almost 4 years, but I kicked it out recently because it's not that we've fallen out of love with the scent. We love the scent. I only melt Candy Crave in my daughter's room, and I have like 6 bars of it now because we don't melt through it fast enough. So I only use 2 cubes in her bedroom every time we melt it. So each bar gets me through 4 warms in her bedroom. So I only go through a couple bars a year of it. And so I've got a backlog coming up here. So I figured 6 or 7 bars or whatever I have is gonna last me a very long time in her room. So I kicked it out of my club. It is a lovely cotton candy, slight body care musk scent. It is sweet cotton candy, but there is just like a slight body care tone here, like a body spray or something like that. It's really, really pretty. This one gets a lot of flack for being very light. It is quite light. If you let this sit for like a year, it gets significantly stronger. But the thing with this one is, even though it's never going to be strong, I would never do this in an open layout. Bedrooms, small rooms only. It's never going to be strong, but it is going to last forever. Like if you put this in your warmers on Sunday night, this will go until Friday. Very nicely. You don't have to worry about your wax all week. 24/7 on, it'll still be going 5 days later. It's so good. So longevity is lovely. It's a nice background scent. It's very, very pretty, and that is Candy Crave. So if you ever see that in your travels, I would strongly recommend it. If you do pick it up or have a bar, I would recommend tucking it away for a while before warming it because it does get significantly stronger with time. So that one was in my club. I recently booted it only because I had a stockpile. The last one we did in my daughter's room in this pile here was whipped frosting. This was available around the holidays in the Sugar Chalet gingerbread collection. So whipped frosting was like a vanilla buttercream frosting scent. It is delicious. It is vanilla, bakery. I almost get like cake batter here, as well as that frosting. But I do get like a vanilla cake batter here as well. This one has changed on warm though. I don't know if it's our nose that has changed or if this wax has changed from sitting for a couple months, but we did 2 cubes in my daughter's room. She loves this one. She was obsessed when it came out. She went through like a whole bar in a couple weeks. Like she loves this one, and we all do. This time though, I don't know, I put 2 cubes in her room as normal. Then we came into her, or she went into her room a few hours later when she got home, and she was like, "It smells like milk in here." And I was like, "Okay, you like that scent usually." And she's like, "Well, it's not bad. It's just, it smells like milk." And I was like, "Okay." So she thought it smelled like milk. And on cold, I don't get it. But when I walked into her room, it did kind of smell milky in there. So I thought nothing of it. We left it going, whatever. My husband goes in there. He didn't hear that comment. He goes in there a few hours later when he gets home and he's like, "Is there spoiled yogurt in here or something?" Because he thought he smelled spoiled yogurt. So I don't know. I didn't really get spoiled dairy from this, but it was definitively dairy, which is unusual because it wasn't that before. So I don't know. I don't know if our nose has changed or if the wax has changed from sitting. I'm not sure. But this one is in my club currently. It's going to be on probation though until I figure out how this one ages, because this is only a couple months old. If this turns to really, really milkiness, like really milky after a few months, I will probably boot this from my club. But for now, it's still quite pleasant. I would say this would mix very well with things like strawberry scents, anything you want to add like an ice cream type vibe to. Because I think going into summer, you could play with this in like ice cream mixes. So that is whipped frosting. Then into our bedroom, we did 4 cubes of Frosted Fantasy. This had been a holiday collection bar this past Christmas season, and I did 4 cubes. This is a lighter scent, so I doubled my wax to 4. I don't think I needed to double it. I think 2 would have been fine. But with the 4 cubes, this went for like 3 days. This was very, very good. Yes, this one is like a fresh, clean, slightly sweet, floral clean scent. I hesitate to say floral because I think there's florals in here, but I would not say it is a floral scent. I would say it's clean, slightly sweet without being fruity or bakery. It's like a sweet, floral, clean scent. It smells like clean house, clean laundry. It just smells clean. It's beautiful. I love Frosted Fantasy. I kind of would think I should have clubbed this one. If you want something similar, the most similar thing we have right now is Luna. Luna is actually quite similar to Frosted Fantasy in my opinion. They don't really have similar scent notes, but on warm, I think they're sisters. They're not identical, but they're sisters. So yes, Luna will be my replacement for this, but Frosted Fantasy is lovely. So there's that one. And again, performance is great on this. Strong, very long lasting. I think I do have another bar of this somewhere, but this would be a repurchase if I ever saw it. Frosted Fantasy. Then again, it's end of March, but again, this is like from end of February to now for melting, and we've had quite a bit of snow. So one night I did Christmas cookie. I did 4 cubes to finish off this bar in our bedroom. And this one you do need to double your wax for in my experience. And I wouldn't recommend this for large spaces. I know some people have said that they've done Christmas cookie in an open layout and had okay success. I haven't tried it in the open layout. In my experience, this one's on the lighter side. And for me, it's a double your wax and use it in a bedroom type of scent. So Christmas cookie, doubled my wax to 4 cubes, used it in the bedroom. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was good. Yes, this is a soft, like sweet, cuddly, fluffy, like sugar cookie, gingerbread cookie hybrid. Like maybe like a snickerdoodle or something. Like it is a spice cookie, but it's not a spice cookie. There is a fluffiness here. Almost like a fluffy sugar cookie. Not like a hard sugar cookie, but like the fluffy kind. It is so good. So good. This one is beautiful when you first put it in. It fills the space. It kind of like wraps you in a blanket. It's so cozy. And then the next day, at like the 24-hour mark, it was kind of on its way out. It is kind of like a 24-hour type scent. It was on its way out, but when I walked into the bedroom after coming home from work, it was like, oh, this is just like, it smells like a bakery in here. It's like, just like, it smells like you've actually baked cookies. So that was a good one. Christmas cookie is in my club, and I do have a little stockpile of it. This is going to be a favorite. I melted tons of this last winter. So Christmas cookie was a winner. This was, I think in my favorites of the season video with Liz, I had mentioned this was like my favorite bar of the fall winter season. And yeah, this was fantastic. So Christmas cookie, such a good one. I do hope we see that in catalog next year. Like I really think that should come to catalog. That's a good one. Okay, next thing I did was a mix. I did 2 cubes Simply Vanilla and 2 cubes French Lavender. So we did, and then I did French Lavender in the bathroom as well with like an extra cube. So that's what I did there. These two mixed in equal parts in the same warmer are fantastic. So Simply Vanilla, not currently available. French Lavender, also not. We do have Provence Lavender in the catalog now though, and I think you could use that instead. If you don't have French Lavender, I would try Provence Lavender. Simply Vanilla, if you don't have this, I would try either Vanilla Bean Buttercream or Very Vanilla with this mix. But I think you could make a lavender vanilla mix out of things that we do currently have, but I just happen to have these two on hand. So Simply Vanilla, so good. This is like a French vanilla with a touch of coconut milk. It is not complicated, not complex. It's nothing fancy, but it is beautiful and long lasting. French Lavender is a slightly clean lavender, I would say, without being soapy. It's not floral. It's just kind of a nice balanced lavender. I really like this. This is my favorite of the lavenders that Scentsy has done. So these two mixed, you get a beautiful lavender vanilla scent. Even my husband commented, and he rarely comments one way or the other on wax. Like he's just not that into scent. He's like, it's a very relaxing scent in here. And it was. It was vanilla, it was lavender, it was cozy, it was comforting, it was beautiful. And that went for about 2 days. So 48 hours or so at about a medium strength. Really liked that. And those are both in my club. The next thing I did here was on my birthday. And on my birthday, it was a busy day. I don't know if I even put wax in my open layout that day. I think I was too busy doing other things. But in my bedroom, I did put some wax in. I put hazelnut frosting. This had been a bar from a swap with my friend Liz over at Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. We'd done a swap, and she has this one in her club, I believe. So she had sent me a bar of this in exchange for in a swap we did. This is so pretty. This reminds me a little bit of hazelnut latte, but this one doesn't have coffee, and it has a little bit more richness to it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful scent. If you ever see this one in voting, I would encourage you to vote it back. Hazelnut frosting. It's not super strong. I did double my wax for the bedroom to 4 cubes, and it was a 24-hour scent. It was not terribly long lasting with doubling the wax, but it was beautiful. Like a beautiful, like hazelnut creamy type scent. It was so pretty. Yes, this was gorgeous. I would get more of this if I saw it in a heartbeat. If I saw this in a clearance sale or something, I would buy like 6 to 8 bars. It is gorgeous. So that was hazelnut frosting. Performance was, like, I would say a lighter in scent. I got it to a light medium to medium because I doubled my wax. But I think if you did 2 cubes, your regular amount of wax, it probably wouldn't be very strong. But it was fantastic. So good. Average duration. Loved it. The next one I did here was recently. This was 2 cubes of French Kiss. Now this was a bring back my bar some years ago. Did 2 cubes. Now this one has also had a reputation for being light. That was not my experience this time. Now this bar has been sitting for a good couple years. So granted, it's had time to cure. But French Kiss, this one has, like, I would say fig, maybe some sandalwood, maybe some very soft florals in the background. But this is a like sultry, woodsy, cozy type of scent. It is beautiful. I would wear this as a perfume if I could. It actually reminded me, on the second day, it reminded me a bit of Victor & Wolf Flower Bomb. Not identical. Flower Bomb is much higher pitched, much more floral. This was like the base of Flower Bomb. So not the same scent, but it had the base of Flower Bomb on that second day warming. It's kind of what it reminded me of. And that is like my favorite perfume. So this one, yes, beautiful French Kiss. If you ever see this in your travels or have an opportunity to vote for it, this one is a winner. Such a good one, French Kiss. This one I had in my club for a time, and it was very early on in my Scentsy days, and I booted it within a year of joining Scentsy, and I regret that. I regret that. This is such a good one. I would love to have it back in my club. The next one I did here was the April scent of the month. This is Keep On Bloomin', and this one has cherry blossom, dewy greens, and what else was in here? Fresh air, I think. This is floral. This is sharp, a little bit sharp, and I think that's the fresh air and the dewy greens mixing. And then you have that very classic spring floral. Now this one doesn't have a hint of floral. This one is not a little bit of floral in the back. This one is front and center floral. But it does have that touch of like clean air, which adds a tiny bit of sweetness. Yeah, there's that one. The other thing this one had was pear, which I don't really get so much on cold. This one I did in my bedroom. I did 4 cubes, and then in my bathroom I did 1 cube as well. That was too much. I would say go easy with this one. If you Keep On Bloomin', go easy. You can always add more wax. It's harder to take it away. I had 2 warmers going with 2 cubes each. I doubled my wax. That was a mistake. Do not double your wax on this one. This one would be very open layout worthy. If you're looking for something for an open layout, this would be a great one for your windows to be open on a spring day, cleaning your house, all of that good stuff. This would be a great bar for that. It was a bit too floral for me personally, but I struggle with florals always, and I am very headache prone, and especially during season changes, which is what we're in right now. We are kind of going from winter to spring right now where I live, and I am more headache prone than usual even. So Keep On Bloomin' was a problem for me. So I ended up taking it out of my warmers because it was too strong, too floral for me. I left it in my bathroom because I don't spend a ton of time in there. In my bathroom, it went for like 3-4 days. It went for a very long time. And I will say, if you are looking for the pear does come out towards the end of the second day. And then by that time, it was much more pear than floral even. So I think the pear, if you're looking for it, will come out the longer you warm it. But you do have to warm it for quite a while to get there. At the beginning, it is a strong, slightly sharp, like cherry blossom spring floral. So that is Keep On Bloomin', the April scent of the month. This will be available on April 1st for everybody. This one is not a repurchase for me personally, but again, that is just purely because I struggle with floral scents. If you like floral scents, I think this is a strong, good performing one, and I think you'll probably enjoy it. For me, this is not a repurchase. The next one I did here was Cherry Chestnut. This had been a new release last fall, winter. It's not currently available. I hope we see this back this fall, and I'm not sure if we will. This reminds me a lot of Simply Vanilla that we just talked about. Similar type of vanilla. This one has a little bit more complexity to it. I love Cherry Chestnut. I think I clubbed this one for the winter, for the season, to see if it comes back or not, because this one is beautiful. It is on the light side. This is not an open layout scent. This is a bedroom scent, and it is a double your wax type of scent. So I did 4 cubes in my bedroom, and it'll go for 24 to 48 hours. I think this time I did 24 for me, and like a medium strength. And it is so comforting though. It's the most, I think the struggle with this one is you order it with a very dark color, so you think deep, and then cherry, you think fruity, chestnut, you think nutty, woodsy, all of that. You think this is going to be a very deep, rich scent. But this is actually just a very vanilla forward scent. It's just kind of like vanilla, like French vanilla, I would say, not bakery vanilla. Tiny hint of nuttiness here. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's not nearly as rich and deep and dark and strong as you think it's going to be based on the name and the packaging and the color. So I think that's the limitation with this one. It's a beautiful scent. It is light. You do have to double your wax. But if you're looking for a nice, like, vanilla, bedroom, relaxing, cozy scent, Cherry Chestnut is beautiful. And that one is a repurchase for me. The next one I did here was I finished a bar of Pacific Sandalwood. This is one that I got from my friend Sarah in New Zealand. We had done a swap quite some time ago, and I got some bars of Pacific Sandalwood. This one is so good. I hope we get this back someday. I think New Zealand Region 3 still has it in their catalog. This is a soft, sweet vanilla without being bakery, with a tiny bit of sandalwood, like a tiny bit of sandalwood. Just to ground it and add some complexity. There's almost like a slight hint of cashmere as well, without going into laundry at all. It is cuddly, cozy, vanilla, marshmallow almost. Like, it almost goes into like marshmallow territory. With that little bit of sandalwood, it is perfection. Pacific Sandalwood. Love this one. If you ever see this in your travels, do not hesitate. Get you some of that. If you like vanilla, you're going to love that. Pacific Sandalwood. And that one is a lighter scent. Again, it needs to cure. Once it does cure, it does very, like a medium strength. It's never going to cure to be strong. It gets to like a medium strength with curing, but you do need to double your wax. But it goes for, again, a longer time. So that is sometimes the trade-off we have, is we have a lighter scent that you need to double your wax, but sometimes, not always, sometimes when you double the wax, it goes for longer than it would have though. So that one does go for a good couple days then if you double your wax. Then we are on to the bathroom. We did Black Raspberry Linen. This is bathroom and laundry. Black Raspberry Linen. This one I believe was a laundry room scent at one point for about a week. And this one does go for a very long time. This one was from the Scentspirations last spring. It's not currently available. I did not repurchase this scent because a little goes such a long way, and I don't melt a lot of laundry scents. So I'm still working through this bar, and I quite like it. It is a clean laundry scent with a kind of a sweet, tart blackberry note here as well. Yeah, like that a lot. I did 1 cube in the laundry room. It lasted a good 4 or 5 days. Like, it goes for quite some time in a space. That's what I like about this scent, is I've only ever warmed this in bathrooms and laundry rooms, and every time I do, it goes for close to a week. So, Black Raspberry Linen. Not a repurchase for me, but very respectable performer. It would be open layout worthy if you wanted it to be. So there is that one. And again, not currently available. One that is currently available is Freshwater Sage. This is a brand new scent for spring, summer, and I'm loving this one. Did 1 cube of this in our bathroom, and yes, oh, it's so good. It's like herbal tea. Herbal tea, fresh, it's beautiful. It's almost like a white tea. I would say white tea with like herbal tones as well. It's really, really lovely. So yeah, this one would be a repurchase for sure. Really like that one. And then I'm almost finished my bar of Jammy Time here. I have 1 cube left. I did 1 cube in the laundry room. And again, this goes for like close to a week. So this bar has lasted me forever and ever, amen, because I only use 1 cube every time I warm it, and each cube goes for close to a week. So this one is a good bang for your buck bar. It has freesia, I want to say jasmine, maybe sweet pea. It is a clean laundry scent, hint of floral, hint of something sweet too without being bakery. It is a little bit sharp rather than being cuddly, cozy, powdery. It's a little sharp, but not in like an unpleasant way at all. Yeah, I quite like this one. I will repurchase this for sure. I'm a fan of Jammy Time. So there is that one. And that's available all the time in our catalog. That's a year-round scent. Nice. So this one is Sunshine Mango. This is currently in the catalog. This had been an April scent of the month last year, and it's now in our spring-summer catalog. So Sunshine Mango. This one has mango and pineapple. And it's just happy. I think there's orange in here too, maybe. It is juicy. It's pretty mango forward. Like, I think you have to like mango. But if you like kind of like fun, citrusy, fruity scents, this one's a no-brainer. This is a good one. And the performance on this was better than I remembered as well. So I did this in the open layout, full bar. I always do a full bar in the open layout among 4 warmers. But yeah, this one was like a good solid, like 6, 7 out of 10 strength. Like, it was nice and strong. 24 hours, average duration. Performance was very respectable there. So Sunshine Mango, really, really liked it. And I would say that was open layout worthy. It did very nicely. And that is a repurchase. That's a good one. Then my daughter, I let her pick out the wax one day for our open layout, and she chose this one after sniffing through a whole bunch. This was Mango Shortcake from the Scentspirations collection a couple summers ago. This was fantastic. This was like Go-Go Mango, which was like, it's in our catalog now, Go-Go Mango. It's a clean mango scent, very fruity. But this one has like a whipped cream note as well, like a white cake and whipped cream type note as well. Very pleasant, really, really lovely. And this is one I would repurchase if I saw it. That's a good one. Performance on that one is very average. I would say medium strength, like dead medium, 24 hours or less, maybe like 18 hours or less, but very, very good. Caramel Praline Cake, this one is in my club forever and ever. This had been a Scents of the Season scent 2 years ago, I think now. This one has like caramel, pecan, brown sugar, and a little bit of cake. It's so good. It's so good. This one is not a super strong one. I would say 4 to 5 out of 10 in the open layout with the full bar. And 24 hours. It is a kind of slightly less strong than average, but average duration. So performance is close to average, but I really love this one. The scent appeal here is like one of my very favorites. This is a fantastic one. Caramel Praline Cake. Not currently available, but if we ever see that again, that is a great one. Next we have Happy Birthday. And this is the one I warmed the day after my birthday when I finally got around to changing my wax. Happy Birthday. This is one I do have in my club. It's not currently available. This one is so good though. This is like marble cake. It's just cake, cakiness. It is vanilla, slightly chocolate birthday cake goodness. Average duration, average strength. This one is a pretty standard performer. Happy Birthday. And again, that is in my club, not currently available. The next one we did in our open layout was Brown Butter Pumpkin. Now this had been a colder, snowy day, and this one is so good. This was part of the new releases of the fall winter catalog, and I do think we'll probably see this back again on September 1st, this coming fall. We don't know that for sure yet, but I expect this one will be back. This was so good. When I first got this one back last early fall, I thought this was kind of on the light side, but no, this one just needed a little bit of time and not very much time. Like a couple months, this one is perfect. I would say like 6 out of 10 strength, just a little bit better than medium. And average duration, like maybe 18 to 24 hours, not quite 24, but it's beautiful. Love it. It's in my club. Definitely repurchase. This was one of the highlights of the fall winter season as well. So not currently available, but will likely be back on September 1st. Next in the open layout, this is just a bar. We had a mid-March snowstorm, like blizzard, where we got quite a lot of snow. And so I did I'm Snow Over It, which was also accurate because it is way too far into spring to be having large dumps of snow like that. But in my neck of the woods, that's pretty typical. So I'm Snow Over It. This is a bar I had sitting around, and I don't recall the notes, but this is sweet. A little clean, almost like clean sweet is what I would call it. It's not bakery sweet. It's almost fruity sweet, but not quite fruity. but I would say there's probably some type of berry note here lending that sweetness without being overtly berry. But it's clean. In a slightly gentle, almost soft, cuddly, powdery, not quite powdery, cuddly type of way. It's kind of cashmere cozy sweet. It's pretty, it's soft. Did this in the open layout. It was like a 4 or 5 out of 10 strength, approaching medium, and like a 1-dayer. So that was I'm Snow over it. Probably not a purchase for me, but it was pleasant. And it's not currently available. This one is Stroop Waffle Delight, also not available, but we need this one back ASAP. If you ever see this in your travels or eligible for voting, this one is phenomenal. It is a classic middle-of-the-road bakery scent. It is like a caramel waffle cone. If you had called this caramel waffle cone, that's what I would believe this is, which I think is kind of like what a Stroop waffle is. It is caramely, it is waffle coney. The caramel here does not smell burnt in any way. It's just perfect. It is the most perfect bakery scent. It is cozy, it's a good, solid medium strength, average 24-hour performer. Stroop Waffle Delight is a winner. Love this one. So that one, yes, Stroop Waffle Delight. The next one we have here is the new scent from the Harry Potter collection, currently available. This is Butterbeer. And how cute is this packaging? It looks like a Butterbeer. So Butterbeer in the Harry Potter books is like a butterscotch based like drink with like a foam on top. So it looks like beer, but it's actually like a butterscotch type drink. So this one, I think the notes had like vanilla, caramel, and butterscotch or something like that. This, to my nose, on cold and warm, smelled extremely similar to Gimme Candy. Gimme Candy was a like kind of candy corn type scent in the catalog for fall winter. This one is like very similar. It is, if I had to describe it, I would say melted candy corn and butterscotch, like specifically butterscotch, caramel, and a little bit of vanilla. So one thing about Gimme Candy is it is extremely strong, extremely long lasting. Butterbeer, also a good solid medium. I'd say 6 out of 10, maybe 7. Not as long lasting in my home as Gimme Candy. Now, that isn't to say it won't be, because I think one thing to compare is that Gimme Candy, the bars that I have of Gimme Candy are like a good year old, whereas this is a brand new pour. So I think any small differences attributable to the performance could be remedied with some age and curing time. Overall, I think I slightly prefer Gimme Candy, but Gimme Candy is not currently available. And I'm kind of wondering now, before the season had changed, I kind of suspected possibly they might be getting rid of Gimme Candy for next year and putting in Spooky But Sweet instead, which has kind of a smoky note to it. I'm now also wondering if for the fall, we might not see them get rid of Wizarding World, which is currently the Harry Potter bar in the catalog. I don't know how well Wizarding World does. It's a great scent. If you haven't tried Wizarding World, it's a good one. It's a little bit on the masculine side, but it is strong. It is potent, strong, open layout worthy. A little goes a long way. I do think Butterbeer is probably more universally appealing. I think most people would like this as long as they're okay with sweet scents. Whereas Wizarding World is a bit more niche, I think. Butterbeer, I think, is more widely appealing. So what I wouldn't be surprised to see is for them to get rid of Gimme Candy and maybe Scary Good, put in Spooky But Sweet from last fall in the catalog, and then replace Wizarding World with Butterbeer so we have another Gimme Candy-like option. I could see that happening. I have no basis for that whatsoever. That's just complete speculation. But I could see that. Either way, this is fantastic. If you like sweet scents, if you like bakery scents, if you like caramel, you got to give Butterbeer a try. This is a really, really good one. Yes, so this is one that I will get more of. I think if it comes down to it, I think I will keep Gimme Candy in my club because I love Gimme Candy and it's $1 cheaper. So Butterbeer, very good. If you're a fan of bakery scents, this one is well worth picking up. The last one, I missed talking about this one. This is in my open layout. This is a old Bring Back My bar that we had a few years ago. This is Ambrosia. Now this is a very fruity scent. It's got like definitely orange. What else is here? It's a very sweet fruity scent. Orange. What are they showing? Maybe sugar cubes? I could see sugar cubes or marshmallow. I don't see marshmallows. Sugar cubes maybe. It is sweet, like sugary sweet fruit, especially orange, but also other fruits just kind of in the background melding together. It's good. It is crazy strong, like crazy, crazy strong. Full bar of this, did not need to do a full bar. This was like a 9 out of 10 strength, like blow you out of the house strong. Almost had to turn some warmers off strong. Very strong fruity scent. Really good. Lasted a couple days. It was fantastic. So that was Ambrosia. Love that one. This one I would probably repurchase if I saw it. All right, the last few things I have here for the open layout are mixes that I did. Now the first mix, neither one of these bars is currently available. This is Dutch Apple Bread, which was in the fall winter catalog, and Dulce de Leche, which was a bring back my bar some time ago. These were just nice together. Dutch Apple Bread, I wanted an apple bakery scent with some spice, but my thing with Dutch Apple Bread is I don't care for this one on its own. It needs extra sweetness for me. I just like a sweeter scent. So Dulce de Leche was actually a little bit too sweet for me on its own. Yes, this is a like very high-pitched, like, caramel type scent. So these two together actually mixed very well. They really balanced each other out nicely. The savoriness and the spice here really played nicely with the very sweet notes here. That was good. I would do that again. Dutch Apple Bread and Dulce de Leche. Dulce de Leche would not be a repurchase for me. Dutch Apple Bread would be. Okay, this was a favorite mix. I love this one. I was feeling fall one day, just feeling fall. So I did 6 cubes of Gimme Candy and 2 cubes of Hollow Harvest. Hollow Harvest went in the kitchen. Gimme Candy went everywhere else. Yeah, even the empty clamshells smell almost exactly the same between Butterbeer and Gimme Candy. And then Hollow Harvest was a limited time bar in August. This one is like a woodsy, mahogany, vanilla pumpkin type scent. It's very, very good. It's so good. But I do like to mix this one with a sweet bakery scent. So Gimme Candy and Hollow Harvest together were fantastic. It was so fallish and so delicious. Yes, that was so good. I need to do that again. Yes, Gimme Candy, again, I don't know if this will be back. This was in the catalog last fall winter. I don't know that it's going to be back in the catalog this fall winter. It might be. I wouldn't be surprised if they boot this one though. And Hollow Harvest was limited time, so it will likely not be back. So yeah, those were both good. Both are in my club, and if you ever see either one of them in a flash sale or something, I would recommend both. Those are great. And hopefully, fingers crossed that we do get Gimme Candy back on September 1st, because we don't know yet. So I hope we do get Gimme Candy back, because that is a fantastic one. In the meantime though, Butterbeer is extremely good as well. The other thing I did here was Lemon Lime Fizz, which is currently in the catalog. This was the Easter scent last year. And Luck of the Rainbow, which is currently available as a scent of the month from last month. So both of these are actually available right now. Lemon Lime Fizz is fantastic. This is a sweet lemon with a slight hint of like vanilla cream, like a slight hint. Almost like a little bit of lime oh, there is lime in the notes too. Okay, I was like, I'm smelling lime. But yeah, it's in the name too. So I mean, there is lime here. And then Luck of the Rainbow is also a sweet lemon sugar scent. This one doesn't have the slight creaminess. It has like a sugar note as opposed to a vanilla note. Whereas Lemon Lime Fizz has like almost like a slight vanilla cream note. Luck of the Rainbow is a little bit more cleaner. This one leans a little bit more like a cleaner lemon, whereas this one leans a little bit more bakery, but either way, they're fairly similar. I do like the lime that Lemon Lime Fizz has as well. So between the two, I prefer Lemon Lime Fizz, but I only had 6 cubes in this bar, so I used 2 cubes of Luck of the Rainbow in the kitchen for that mix. I don't know that the mix was awesome. Like they're so close that it wasn't really worth mixing them. The only reason I mixed them was because I didn't have enough Lemon Lime Fizz for the full open layout, but they paired well in that they're both very similar scents. They just didn't complement each other because they're so similar. So there's those two. Either one, if you're looking for a good lemon bar, these are both good. These are both repurchases for me. Lemon Lime Fizz would be my preference. But I think Luck of the Rainbow might be slightly stronger. If you have a larger space that you're trying to fill, Luck of the Rainbow might get you further, but Lemon Lime Fizz is also very respectable and does fine in my open layout. So yes, those are both delicious. Luck of the Rainbow and Lemon Lime Fizz. The other one I did, this was a mix, and again, out of necessity, because I only had 6 cubes of this one, which is Berry Apple Shortbread. This is not currently available. This was a Harvest Collection bar this past fall. I mixed it with 2 cubes of one that is available. This is Baked Apple Pie. And again, Baked Apple Pie went in the kitchen, and this is just kind of a general apple pie scent. I would say apple pie filling. a kind of spiced apple pie filling, kind of like canned apples rather than fresh apples. Like that's, you know, like the syrupy apple pie filling. One of those, like a fast food apple pie filling with berry apple shortbread, 6 cubes throughout the rest of the open layout. Now, this one smells like a buttery shortbread cookie, not a sugar cookie, a shortbread cookie. Now, I don't get apple. I get very little berry. I get lemon. I get like a lemon shortbread. Now, mixed with the apple pie in the other room, this was beautiful together. Oh my gosh. Now, when I first melted this last, it was August, early August. It was 30 degrees outside, which I think is like close to 95, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It was hot out. And this was kind of heavy because it does have that buttery cookie note. It was kind of weird for August. I liked it, but I wasn't in love. Okay, in March, where it is cold where I live, but still we're trying to think about spring. We're trying to think about spring, but it really isn't spring. This was perfection. If you live somewhere where you want it to be spring, but it's still on the cool side, berry apple shortbread. Oh my gosh. If you have bars of this, pull them out now. It is so good. This is perfect for this time of year. Buttery shortbread cookies. It smells like a spring tea party with the butter cookies and the lemon. It's so pretty. So lovely and so strong. Like, that is one thing that I noticed here, is that this was like a 7 or 8 out of 10 strength. It went for a full 24 hours, no problem. It was fantastic. I will say the baked apple pie got a little bit lost. I mostly smelled the berry apple shortbread. But yes, that was a very good mix, but the star of the show here was berry apple shortbread. This was available recently in a flash sale, so some of you may have picked it up then. If you have bars of this, bring them out soon. These are so good. Once it gets hot, it's game off for the season. Once it gets hot, this is kind of on the odd side. But before it gets hot in the spring, this is lovely. Berry apple shortbread. Okay, now we are on to non-wax items, and then we'll go on to the vendor wax items. So the first thing I finished up was a small washer whiff tub in Starburst Sky. This is one that we used on my daughter's things, her bedding, her clothes. This is so pretty. Now, Starburst Sky is in the catalog in wax. This is a pretty one. This is a pretty scent. So yes, it is sweet. It's kind of on the perfumey side. Some people have said it's a dupe for a certain perfume, and I can't remember which one. But it is kind of like a sweet perfume, not perfumey in the traditional sense, perfumey in that very modern, like last year or so sense. Whatever perfume is very popular the last year or two, that's what kind of perfume this is. I smell this on people all the time. Yes, sweet, kind of musky. Yeah, that is Starburst Sky. That one I may repurchase for my daughter's things, but I wouldn't use it on our stuff necessarily. I don't love the scent as much as she does. It's pleasant, it does well on laundry, it sticks on the clothes and the blankets well, but I don't know if that I would purchase it again unless it was for her. So that is Starburst Sky washer whiffs, but the washer whiffs in general, I use in every load of laundry that we do. Love them. The other thing we finished was a container of Scentsy swipes. This was the Squeeze the Day scent. Now these are like a little single-use cleaning cloth, like a little like wipe. So I finished those up, and these were kind of like a lemony scent. They were pleasant. What we used these for the most, especially recently, was, you know, when it melts outside and your dog comes in with wet feet, and then they run around your house and they leave little dog prints, or big dog prints in our case, all over the laminate flooring. Yeah, these came in clutch for that. So we would my daughter loved using these, so she'd be like, can I use the wipes? So we'd let her use a wipe and she'd mop up all the dog prints. So she had fun with that. Sometimes we had fun with that. But yes, these were great for that. Quick little messes, just cleaning up little like messes on the go. Other things these are good for, walls. If you have like spots on your walls that have a lot of fingerprints because they're high touch areas, this does a great job on that. Yeah, so Scentsy swipes, highly recommend. I really like these. These would be a repurchase product for me. The only thing I don't love about them is that they're not antibacterial. So I wouldn't use them in things like bathrooms or anywhere where you've had raw meat or anything like that, because they are not a disinfectant. They're just kind of like a cleaning up type wipe. So dog prints, you know, things like that. But they're not a disinfectant. So if anyone in your family is sick or something like that, I would use a different product. But for everyday quick little messes on the go, Scentsy swipes, really like those. I finished a scent circle in my car in the Sweetheart Sugar Cookie scent. This was from the Valentine's collection. This has absolutely no scent left to it. I've never smelled a scent circle with less scent on it. There's nothing left here. It just smells like cardboard. This was a fairly short lasting one, I will say. It was on the lighter side and it lasted maybe 2 days. So this one was not super long lasting. I left it in my car for ages, but it didn't last very long as far as scent goes. Which is weird because the first one I used from this packet did last more like 5 days. So I don't know what the difference was, but this one wasn't very long lasting. That would not be a repurchase for me, although I do love the scent. The other thing I have in my car right now is blackcurrant and plum in the scent circle. This is a retired scent. This is an old scent circle, but this one was good. This one lasted a good 5 days. Quite enjoyed that. I would repurchase that if I saw it in clearance. And blackcurrant and plum was like kind of a plum, fruity, cashmere type scent. It was very pretty. We finished a Scentsy soak in coconut daiquiri. This one was coconut milk, banana, and vanilla cream. This came back and bring back my bar in wax last year. It's a great scent. I have this one clubbed. In Scentsy soak, it was very good too. So my daughter enjoyed this. She was the one that used most of this. I would repurchase this if I saw it. We got rid of the Scentsy soaks from the catalog a while ago, but once in a while you'll see these either in limited time collections or on the first of the month. Sometimes if you're quick, on the first of the month, they will sometimes add a scent of this in the club exclusive section. So on the website, when you log into your account on the website, there's a section that says club subscriber exclusives. If you click on that, once in a while, they will have a scent of Scentsy soak in there. I think last month they did Cozy Cardigan, but you never know. Sometimes there's a scent of Scentsy soak in there. This is a great product. It is basically bath salts. It's bath salt, it colors your water, it smells great, softens the water. Really nice. Love that product. And then I finished a pack of the large cotton cleanups. These are handy for cleaning up like 3 warmers at a time. They clean up about 5 cubes of wax, the large ones now. They used to clean up 6, now they clean up 5 cubes, but either way, they still do a nice job cleaning out 2.5 to 3 warmers. I also finished a pod pack in pink rhubarb sugar. There they are. These were good. I did these in our bedroom. I would say these were on the lighter side. I think I only smelled them for like 5 to 7 days. It wasn't terribly long, but they were fine. Did those in my air purifier. And those, I love the pink rhubarb sugar scent. I kicked it out of my club recently, as much as I love it. It's like a raspberry lemonade with a bit of tartness to it. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's a great scent. The pods were kind of just okay though for performance. Next, I did a wallflower bulb in whipped honey and vanilla. Now this one is from Bath & Body Works. I have this in my front entryway. And this is honey drizzle, blossoming neroli, and whipped vanilla bean. Now, I can't smell this. I don't know. I can't smell this at all. So usually when you do a wallflower plug, you'll smell them very strongly for a few days, then they get a bit weaker, then they get strong again at the end. This one has been in for like a week, and at no point have I smelled it. I have not got a whiff of it, not once. So whipped honey and vanilla, not a repurchase for me, not a fan. Now that said, we have a wallflower in the hallway towards our bedroom in the Moana scent, and I can't remember the notes. I think there's like plumeria, coconut, and like ocean water or something. That one is wildly strong. So if you're looking for a strong wallflower bulb, the Moana one is very strong. Then we finished a body wash in champagne toast. This one I think has like berries, oranges, and champagne. This is a fantastic scent. I love this one. This is an absolute repurchase. I will absolutely get that again. Their champagne toast scent is very, very good. So it's like fruity orange berry. My daughter likes this one as well. Like we all like this one. This is just a good one. Champagne toast. Definitely repurchase. Then we finished in the kitchen a hand soap from Bath & Body Works in coffee and whiskey. There's no scent notes on this one, but it was kind of like a coffee whiskey deep scent, mostly coffee. It was fine. I liked it. Yeah, this was pleasant. Something about it reminds me of a hair salon. I don't know why. It reminds me of a hair salon. I think it's the way the whiskey is. Something about the whiskey reminds me of that blue Barber liquid. I don't know. It's like coffee with a blue Barber liquid. I like it. I probably wouldn't repurchase it. It was fine. Not going to get it again. Then we did lavender vetiver in our bathroom and in our bedroom. This was nice. This was kind of just like a classic lavender with a bit more of a depth to it than like a classic lavender. Does it have scent notes? No, it does not. But yeah, This was pleasant. I may or may not repurchase this. I liked it just fine. It wasn't like exciting, but it wasn't annoying either. You know how sometimes scents can be kind of irritating? This was never irritating. It was kind of just, it was okay. Kind of like a clean lavender scent with a bit of something. Yeah, like a little bit of depth to it, almost like a woodsiness to it. Very nice, lavender vetiver. Okay, now we are on to vendor wax. So if vendor wax isn't your thing, you can head on out, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. If you do enjoy vendor wax, we have a few things here as well. So in our bedroom, we had done a whole clamshell here of Mama Bear's wax melts made in Alberta, Canada here. So if you're looking for a Canadian vendor wax company, mamabearscentboutique.com. We had vanilla cashmere. This one was a vanilla kind of cozy cuddly scent. Exactly what you think when you think of vanilla cashmere. It was very pleasant. And yeah, this was good. This lasted a full 24 hours in the bedroom. Performance was very, very good, comparable to Scentsy. And yeah, really like this one. Nice scent, would probably repurchase that. So Mama Bear Scent Boutique in vanilla cashmere, highly recommend. Then I did a bunch of Teddy Bees and some Melting Memories as well. So from Melting Memories, I did Bourbon Pumpkin Spice. I did a full clam in the open layout here. And this one was from late summer, so around September. So dark maple, aged bourbon, cedarwood, lemon, fried dough, cinnamon, and toasted pumpkin spice. And yes, this was a great scent. I get the fried dough, I get the cinnamon spice, I get the pumpkin spice, and some sweetness. So probably that maple and the, I almost get like a sugar note too. I don't get lemon, never did get lemon. But this was lovely. Like a classic pumpkin spice bakery. Really liked it. This one in the open layout, I would say was like a 4 out of 10 strength, like approaching medium, but was not terribly long lasting. I would say like 6 to 8 hours. So that was Bourbon Pumpkin Spice. Really pleasant, not terribly long lasting, but I quite enjoyed it. So there was that one. Then we did Sweetheart Cookies from Teddy Bees Wax Melts. This was pink sugar, frosted sugar cookies, shortbread, birthday cake, and sweet milk. And yes, Sweetheart Cookies is a good one. This is one I've always enjoyed from her. I think I ordered more in her last pre-order, but that is Sweetheart Cookies. Really, really good. This one, I think it usually performs for longer for me. This time it was like 12 to 14 hours, so a little bit less time, but very pleasant while it lasted. Then we did an old clamshell here of pink snowflakes from Melting Memories. Now this one I did in my office, 2 cubes to finish up the shell. And this is her old packaging. Now this one I can't smell anymore. I believe this one was like a sweet minty marshmallow, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm having a hard time. This was a while ago that I melted this. I feel like it was like a marshmallowy mint vanilla. Like it was very good. I remember liking it. I remember saying like, if we do voting, we should vote this back. So pink snowflakes was a good one. I would repurchase that. I remember that for sure. And performance on that one I remember being like at least 24 hours as well. So performance on pink snowflakes was pretty good. Also from Melting Memories in September, I did spiced pistachio cake. This is one that I've been hanging on to for quite a while because I love the scent, but it didn't smell quite ready before, and now it did. So this is creamy pistachio, warm milk, glazed donuts, creamy vanilla, caramel, hazelnut, fried dough, and brown sugar. So spiced pistachio cake. This was fantastic. I did this last week. It was so good. Yes, you get the fried dough, but it all comes together in like this, yeah, the pistachio here was very good. This was excellent. I would say solid medium strength. I would say performance was really good on this one, actually. Like solid medium strength. And how long did it go? It was close to 24 hours, if not 24 hours. So this one was a good one. So yeah, spiced pistachio cake, loved that. Definitely would be a repurchase. That was a winner. Then from Teddy Bees, I did Snowpocalypse 2021 in the bedrooms. This was a magnificent blend of boardwalk marshmallow clouds, cashmere, sandalwood, vanilla bean, and cedar. This one's just pretty. Again, a good snow day scent. It's clean, it's pretty, it's sweet, it's kind of cuddly, clean, cozy. Yeah, I really like this. I would probably repurchase this if I ran out, but I don't think I'm gonna run out. I have lots here. I do think it's on the light side. I think it needs to be bedrooms only, but it is beautiful. And I did a sample from my friend Kara of the War of the Five Kings from Teddy Bees. This is Marshmallow Fireside, Cashmere Cream, Palo Santo, layered with milk and cookies and beach treats. This is one of the best things I've smelled. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I have this in our bedroom right now. You get the marshmallow fireside, you get the beach treats, a little bit of that palo and cashmere. Oh, it's good. It is perfection. And then we have Melting Memories Springtime Bakery. This was a custom I did, I think last spring. So I had mixed lemon sugar cake, strawberry pound cake, and raspberry custard tart, trying to make like a springtime bakery scent. So that was my goal there. And this one is very good. I did this in the open layout about a week and a half ago. Oh, it's so good. Yes, this is great. This is a sweet sugar lemon scent. Lots of bakery. The strawberry pound cake is there. You also get like that tart raspberry as well. It says raspberry custard tart. The raspberry note is on the tart side, not like a tart, but like it's on the tart sour side, but not in like a bad way. But mixed with the lemon and the sweet strawberry pound cake, oh, it's good. This was fantastic. So that was a good one. I really like that. It was on the shorter side for performance, but good solid medium strength. I would say like 8 to 10 hours longevity, but still respectable for a kind of fruity bakery. That was very good. Then we did apple s'mores from Melting Memories. This was one that she did June of last year. This is Macintosh apple, torched marshmallow, coconut milk, and Pike's Peak. Now, I don't know that this one, it's not terribly similar to Scentsy's apple s'mores. Like, I don't think it was supposed to be. It's more like a green apple. I get like a tart green apple here. The other notes are kind of getting lost a little bit, but there is like a sweetness as well as that apple. It's very pleasant. Really like it. This was a good solid medium to medium plus in strength, and it lasted like 12 hours or so. So apple s'mores, that was a good one. Happy with that. Then the day that I had to take Keep On Bloomin' from Scentsy out of my warmers, that was that strong cherry blossom one for April. I had to take it out of my warmers. I had a headache by the end of it. It was just not good. Just too strong for me, too floral. So I needed something to just kind of be in the background, mellow, not screaming as far as scent goes. So baked apple pie from Melting Memories is what I chose. This is baked apple, cardamom, and crust, and this is fantastic. If you ever see her do a pre-order and you need to suggest a scent, baked apple pie is a great one. This one is just the best apple pie scent I've smelled. This is fantastic. Yes, it's the perfect amount of everything. You get a nice amount of crust. You get a nice amount of apple. You get a nice amount of spice. It's not too spicy. It's not too artificial. It is perfection. So if you're looking for a good apple pie scent, baked apple pie from Melting Memories is the best I've had. It is so good. And that one went a long time too. That one, longevity was a full 24 hours and a nice medium strength. That was great. So strongly recommend that one. The next one I did here was the Dragon and the Wolf from Teddy Bees. This one was dark vanilla, vanilla woods, cardamom, vetiver, vanilla orchid, tonka absolute, and espresso essence. A lot of different things going on there. It is vanilla sweet with some woodsiness, almost like palo. Is there palo in here? Vetiver. It's got to be that. Vanilla woods and vetiver, I think is what's causing that. And the espresso essence, it doesn't smell like coffee, but there is like a richness here. It's vanilla, woodsy, rich, sweet loveliness. It is wonderful. This one I love. It's a good solid medium in our bedroom. It lasts about 12 hours. So it's kind of like an overnight scent. That is beautiful though. I may repurchase that if I ever saw it. Next we have vanilla cupcakes from Melting Memories. This one is strawberry pound cake, vanilla cake, and pink sugar. And this one, I think I did in my daughter's room. Yes, did this in my daughter's room. I did 4 cubes in her room, like a whole little row. And this is just beautiful. This is just beautiful. This is strawberry pound cake, cakey goodness. It is bakery, fruity, sweet, sweet, sweet. Like so sweet. Vanilla cupcakes. That was a good one. Then we had a sample from a friend. It was 4 cubes of Sassy Girl Aroma. Almond croissant. So I believe Sassy Girl Aroma is reopened now. So if you're looking to order from her, I believe she's up and running. This one was flaky croissant filled with almond cream, topped with toasted sliced almonds and powdered sugar. This was lovely. This was a very, very good scent. I would purchase this if I was ordering from Sassy Girl Aroma right now. It was a very good one. And I would say like 12 to 16 hours in our bedroom and like a medium strength. This one though, oh my gosh. This is Creep Show from Teddy Bees. Again, this is one of the best things I've ever smelled. This is Creep Show, and I'm almost through my loaf already. This one is pumpkin sugar donuts, marshmallow fireside, sugar cookies, creamy cheesecake, graham crackers, marshmallow cream, and a hint of sweet spice. This is graham cracker pumpkin bakery goodness is what this is. It is so good. And this is so strong, like so strong. It is a house filler. It is a good full 24 hours. It is fantastic. So yes, great one. Love this one. Creep Show. This would be an absolute repurchase if I ran out. Love that one. And that is everything I've melted for the last several weeks, probably close to a month. So that's what I've been warming. I would love to hear in the comments below what you've been warming and what things are like in your neck of the woods as far as how far into spring you are. Are you in spring in your neck of the woods? Is it getting hot where you are, or do you still have snow like we do? Right now, the snow is mostly melted. We got a big dump of it last week. It mostly melted. It's above 0 today, but we're supposed to get like a ton more snow starting tomorrow for like a few days. So it's at that time of year when it doesn't know what it wants yet. It's periods of snow and then it's not. It's just kind of all over the place. But yeah, other than that, hope you are doing well and having a great month. I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.